hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete. Both answers were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll try again on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now Allen. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now here comes Kansas City. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Ace, ace, slow. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ace, green.
Mahomes now to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And able to find Conley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Watch twist. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, boy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing is Allen on third. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Black 58, rail! Black 58!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! Z!
Mahomes now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! Left, 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 left!
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Black 58 rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dust.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check it out, Gun!
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ready, green.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Welcome back now to Denver. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And it's a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 39.
Allen now on first down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play.
Right, now,
and that'll make it third and goal.
56.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time.
Left, left.
They go play action here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Z. Slow.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Fights off the defender. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Over! Gone!
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Allen going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Gone. Detroit.
On first down, Allen.
You got it.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit. Hot.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Coming after you. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. when they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Switch.
Gun.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
3:19. Over.
Now Allen to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Barney. Gun.
Mike 52.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Now he steps away. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road.
What's that on that beat? Addicted to ballin', I have to get my